So as you drive in, you will get to the entrance fee station over there, which is currently unoccupied due to a government shutdown. There's actually nobody in there right now. So this is the trailhead off Lake Mead Parkway here in January 2019. You get a good view of the lava butte up there, and your trailhead is not that far away, so I'm going to head out there. As soon as you go through the fee booth, you need to make a quick left right here onto North Shore. And then you'll be heading toward the lava butte. You'll actually cross over a bridge here that you can see some of the water down there. Now just as you pass mile marker 2 is where you'll get to the parking area for Lava Butte Beach. There's, I think, 1 or 2 pullouts on the right hand side as you're coming in to the park, and you want the one that's actually closest to the hills over there. That'll make your walk a little easier anyway. So it's not this first one here, it is the next pullout on the right. So right here, as you get close to the hills, here's your pullout. It's not a lot of parking, but most of the time it's unoccupied. So you can park a few cars here if you need to. Okay, just as you get to the parking area, there's no like delineated trail or anything. So what you do is you just go right into the first wash on the same side of the road you are. And you're just gonna start walking down it, and it's gonna take you right into the wash that leads down to the beach. So it's a really straightforward path. Your goal eventually is gonna be to get down that way where the water is. Coming down the little wash here from the road, you will get to the main wash here. So you might want to make note of this on your turn. If you come back this way, if you kept going up the main wash, you will miss your parking spot by a little bit. So make sure you make this turn on the way back. Otherwise, keep following the main wash till we get to the end. So as you approach the quote-unquote end of the wash here, it is possible to go off to the right and go over a hill or two and also work your way onto the beach as an alternate route. But the primary route is over here. Okay, here's, when I say the end of the wash, I literally mean the end of the wash. Now, you can see the beach down there. You can even hear the water. I don't know if you'll hear it well on the camcorder, but the water's down there. So, but literally this falls off the edge of the earth here. In fact, there's nothing actually under me. It's more like Wile E. Coyote, where it's kind of like those cliffs over there. So you don't want to get too close to the edge. What you want to do is backtrack just a few feet here, and there should be a cairn there's the cairn right there, and there's the edge of the wash. So right here, you just use that cairn as a rough guide to work your way up the hill here. There's a crack in the earth, and there's a few other cairns to kind of guide you along here. I'll just shoot the whole thing, because this is the hardest part to miss. Hardest part to find, I guess. So there's your end of the wash. River is down there. Flowing pretty good, actually. Next cairn is up here. Another cairn here. And here is the crack in the earth you are looking for. Or I should say, one of the cracks. The actual crack you want is not this tiny one. There's another cairn. This one over here. Now, trekking poles do help slightly, but they're really not absolutely necessary. Just take your time, and I'll shoot the whole path down. So you into this crack here, and there's no major scrambling here. It's just it's kind of some loose rock, but it's all steps down. I'm able to hold the camcorder down the whole time, so it's not terribly difficult. You just need a hand for balance. And there you go. Now you're down to the next level. There's another cairn here and here, guiding you to this down step here. This is probably the hardest one of them all. It's just getting down this little bits of rock here. There's the cairn. We're gradually working our way down. So just with your hands, just guide your way down. And voila, another cairn. Now it's just a slightly loose path. Nothing's marked besides the cairns here. Just a loose path down the hill here to the bottom. Another cairn. And you can hold on to all these rocks on the way down. You do probably want some gloves. They are not the softest rocks in the world. And right here, when you get to this bushy section, you just turn right. There's cairn on top of the rock. Still continue to work your way down across some of these old dead bushes here. The branches are in the way. There's a lot of old dead branches here, but the path is mostly clear. And there you go, you get to the bottom path, which we'll walk here for a little bit. Now the path is not totally clear in sections. There's a few different ways. Whatever feels least bushy on that particular day for you. Kind of work your way around to the clearest path. And you're trying to work your way back. See, there's the bottom of the cliff, so you're trying to work your way around. Not necessarily that, but just slightly to the left of that's where you're trying to get to. The bottom path isn't necessarily cairn, it's just kind of a clearing through the brush. And you kind of get to, here's a clear path to the, where we resume going in the wash. There we go, that wasn't too hard. And then you find yourself at the wash that you were originally in, but you have to find a way down. So you want to go upstream as much as possible, and there's a pretty easy way down. Okay, finally, we're at the bottom of where you were standing up there being Wile E. Coyote. And down here is where you need to get down. Just need to guide yourself down either here or just go slightly more upstream to where it's a little more level. Watch out, some of these bushes are a little picky. And there we go. And there's actually a small cairn here reminding you this is the correct entrance. No scrambling needed. Simply walk upstream. And you're in the stream again, and you can resume going downstream. Any bushes and stuff, just walk around. Okay, when you come down the wash, you'll reach what looks like to be kind of a dead end. There's some mud chips here on the left and a little crumbly hill. So if you just poke your head all the way into the end here and just go slightly off to the right, there's kind of a opening in the bushes here sometimes. If not, you may need to get yourself through here to the next section. This isn't well marked, so you might want to make sure you follow the GPS. We don't want to end up stuck in all these bushes. And then you're into the next clear area, which now you're out of the wash, but you're following clearings. It will get you down to the river, and there's a small cairn there indicating it. It's a little bushier here, depending on how much growth has come in. But there is an opening here, and you follow this into, you can hear the water pretty loud. Kind of go through some of these bushes here. There we go. And right here, it's almost like a trail for the woods you might have built as a kid. Right here at this big tree, there's a little pit here. Follow this. There's a log. There's kind of a tree growing horizontally here. That is your path over. Go over that. Whoop! Don't fall in a pit. Apparently is there. Once you clear that, you're almost there. There's a lot more branches here than there were last time, so just prepare yourself accordingly. But there's the beach. Push some of these trees out of the way, some of these dead branches, and you will have made it, finally, to the beach. Just got to find a way around all the bushes that best suits you. The beach itself is actually very clear of bushes. You can actually walk for a good quarter mile up and down it. At least you could last time. But here's the beach. You can return the way you came.